Hello Cancer, so I'm doing your weekly tarot for June the 29th to July the 6th. I'm going to take a look at what is going on in your situation. We'll find out why it's happening. We're looking at what's going on in your blind spot, figuring out what it is that's working for you, and of course we're seeing how it is likely going to play out with advice and healing messages right at the end. Okay, right, so you have got the Wolf, and it says to remember that you're a powerful co-creator of your reality. So that one is very much connected to the Magician energy in traditional tarot. And then you've got the Compass. Let your inner guidance lead you with clarity and purpose. So the combination of these two, you're all fired up this week, Cancers. You're all fired up for something. The message that I'm getting with this one is failure is not an option, okay? And yeah, I don't think that you're likely going to fail at all, Cancer. There's a lot of drive, a lot of determination to your energy. There's a lot of focus as well. And it certainly seems to be that this is something that you have been waiting for a while to get started or to get off the ground, okay? You're not going to allow this opportunity to just pass you by at all, okay? Like, you're definitely fired up for something very, very important this week. Yeah, so let's take a deeper dive into this one with the tarot, and we'll find out more for you. So can you tell us more about the Wolf and the Compass for Cancers, please, for the situation? Can you tell us more? Okay. Ace of Pentacles, yep. The start of something new. It's the start of a very prosperous, very successful journey for you, Cancers. And you know it. You can feel it. You know that you're onto something here. Can you tell us more? Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting. How on earth is that Four of Pentacles in the reversed position? That's spooky, because that card didn't flip. Now, after every single reading, I have to check all of my decks because they need cleansed in between every single read, right? This Four of Pentacles is in the reverse. So that one indicates that you are taking a chance. Okay, you're taking a chance. Now, in the upright, that's someone who's being overly careful. It's all about conserving everything that you have, conserving every single penny, conserving your time, and just being really, really careful, right? When it's in the reversed, it can indicate, well, the opposite of everything I've just said, okay? Being a little bit more generous, being a little bit more free, a little bit more light-hearted, okay? So if we're talking in terms of pentacles, which would be finances, then you're looking at financial freedom, okay? You're looking at ways of how you can improve on your current financial situation and feeling financially secure, feeling financially safe. Maybe a little bit of temptation here to potentially overspend a little bit this week, Cancers, but honestly, hey, if you can afford it, why the fuck not, right? And then you've got the Four of Cups with Seven of Swords, which is a really, really interesting combination. I feel that that is actively working against you at this time. It's a direct conflict of this energy here. And bearing in mind what we're clarifying, you're the co-creator of your reality, right? Your inner guidance is telling you, yes, I'm doing the right thing. This feels good. This doesn't feel forced. This feels natural, right? And then you've got this energy here that is quite resistant. It's I mean, it's literally the Beware card with the Seven of Swords. So let's find out, first of all, what is going on with this Four of Cups, right? Can you tell us about the Four of Cups, the Cancer situation, the Three of Pentacles? You're not needing anyone's help, right? I'm understanding this one as someone is trying to be helpful, but in actual fact, they're interfering, right? And I feel that this is you putting boundaries in place with them. Okay, because their help is not wanted, it's not needed, it's not required. And then your Seven of Swords is clarified with a Knight of Cups and an Eight of Cups. And both of these have come out as scattered energies. So that's ill intentions. That's bad intentions. You know full well whoever this is could be Pisces, could be another Cancerian, could be an Aquarius. They don't have good intentions, and you know it. They are wanting involved in what you're creating, in what you're doing, because they're wanting some form of control, and you know that. I feel that this combination is you metaphorically shutting that door in this person's face before they find out any more information, okay? Before they can do any damage. And then you've got the Star and the Page of Cups right there. I have no idea what that noise is. I think there's something going on outside. I do apologize if the disruption is coming through in the microphone. Just as long as you know I can't do anything about that. Okay. I'm just going to have to work through it. But yeah, you're putting protections, self-protection in place here to stop this person from interfering, because you know that their offer of help is not coming from a good place at all. These two cards here is indicating that maybe you do feel a little bit guilty, okay, kind of like oh, did I overthink that? Or maybe they did have good intent, right? But you know, you're being vindicated here, okay? You've got the Death card that's coming out as well. Permanent lifestyle change. So, yeah. Death is also liberation, okay? So, the steps that you're taking here is necessary, because again, death energy is necessary. Necessary liberation. And bear in mind, compass is the same as the star message. Right, so you know exactly what it is that you want, you know exactly how to get it. This here, yeah, there's no leeway with that, none at all. I don't see you listening to whatever emotional excuses that they come out with or anything like that. Like, you're not buying it. Okay, you're just not buying it at all. The catalyst is bird energy, and it says to trust in the divine timing of the universe. Yeah, for the catalyst, because you knew that this was your moment. You knew that this was your time to metaphorically strike. I love how they've used an owl for that particular message, because it's a very spiritual, it's a very spiritual animal. Seven of Pentacles off balance for the catalyst. You were sick and tired of things not working out. You were sick and tired of the stagnancy, right? And it seems to be that now you are in alignment with the universe, if you will, because remember, you're co-creating with the universe here, right? Potentially prior to that, because this is catalytic energy, potentially you might have been going against divine timing. Okay, maybe being a little bit too forceful with some things, but that's fine, because I can see clearly that you're no longer doing that. Okay, we've got a very direct energy here with this Knight of Swords. Now, I feel like I'll be right back, Cancers. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, Cancers. I did, however, take that opportunity to get some more jelly beans. They are delicious. Right, so for you, Catalyst, this is your drive to take fearless action. Okay. I feel like this one here is indicating your ability, your very strong ability here to defend your own beliefs. And I feel like that has been triggered. Okay. You've also got the 9 of Pentacles and Temperance. Yeah. Temperance, balance, patience, moderation. 9 of Pentacles, the epitome of success, right? Your achievements, your abilities, okay, your power. So you're combining all of the necessary elements required to be completely successful, right? Now, something's gone on here at some point that caused a lack of growth. And I'm not convinced that it was coming from you. Okay, I'm fairly certain now, going by all of the messages that we've seen, that somebody was actively sabotaging your every move. You possibly weren't able to figure it out before, but this week you figured it out. You're able to figure it out, right? Because you're over here saying to this person, you know what? I don't need your help. I don't want your help. And as far as I'm concerned, you need to stay the hell away from me. Okay. Maybe not in so many words, but the energy for that is definitely there. Okay. Right. So what's going on in your blind spot? Adventurer. Lovely. Embrace the spirit of adventure and discovery in your journey of life. Okay, so this is very much in tune with the Knight of Wands in traditional tarot in this context, because the Knight of Wands is very, very adventurous. They like to explore. They like to try out new things. That's where they get a bad reputation from, depending on the context, right? They don't want to be pinned down to any one place for too long, right? So you've got a huge adventure coming up here for you, Cancers. Massive adventure. And that is going to require having a lot of faith and belief in yourself, and having a lot of belief in what it is that you're trying to achieve. Okay. Remembering this combination down here is saying, Cancers, you've already achieved so much. I feel that this is now you taking that one step further still. Okay, so you're growing on the success that you already have. Okay, the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, that is exactly what you deserve. It's exactly what you have earned. And I feel like it's exactly what you need, exactly when you need it. Okay. 10 of Pentacles and the Empress. Yeah. Massive amounts of success. Potentially massive amounts of wealth here also. Remembering that the word wealth is an umbrella term, okay? So for you, if this is specifically about money, then yeah, you're making an insane amount of money here, right? Because you took the calculated risks, the necessary risks, because you refused to allow someone else to hold you back, right? Again, with that umbrella term, take it as it resonates. With the Empress being here, you're taking that success and then you're doubling it. And then you're taking that double and then you're doubling on it again. Okay, that there is an insane combination to get. Absolutely insanely powerful combination. What's working for you this week is the mushrooms, and it says to practice mindfulness to find peace in the midst of chaos. So during these uncertain times here, that I feel is being orchestrated by that other person that you're currently in the process of dealing with, remember to keep your sense of self throughout this process, okay? You have stressed out enough about this or about this person. So that's why they're saying for you to practice mindfulness to create peace. Now this Emperor energy, this one's come out off balance. What's working for you is the fact that this person here believes that they have control, or that they have you under control, and they actually don't have you under control at all. And that's working in your favor. I honestly feel like your next move, Cancers, this person is not going to see it coming. They're not going to see it coming. I suspect that they don't think that you're going to defend yourself like this. That's what I think is going on. And you absolutely will. Yeah, see, the Three of Wands off balance. That's plans being changed. Three of Wands off balance is attention being diverted. That can also be sabotage as well, right? I feel here that you're distracting this person away from your true plan. I feel like you're using a distraction tactic or a diversion tactic, anything like that. And if not, then you probably should consider it, because that's what's working in your favor. How this is likely going to play out: gathering, find strength and community in shared wisdom and purpose. So there's a message here about your people, your community, like-minded people. Okay, this is a message about receiving support from individuals who are going to celebrate you, uplift you, rather than trying to drag you down when you're not looking. Five of Wands and the Six of Swords. Again, for the potential outcome. I'm seeing that this is you turning your back on someone who has got very chaotic energy to them. Was this Five of Wands? Thank you. The Three of Cups. Okay. And there's Four of Cups again, and it's come out in the reverse this time. Interesting. Because that's like it's saying, you've not rejected this person. They rejected themselves. Or they have they have caused this situation themselves. Because see, with that Three of Cups also coming out off balance, it feels like there's a bit of gossip and blaming and finger pointing that's going on. Okay, Cancers, so do be okay with that. Right? Be okay with certain other people not knowing the situation here and basically blaming you or judging you or listening to untruths or listening to gossip. Okay? Because those who love you and care for you, they're not going to listen to that gossip anyway. Okay? Like, it's saying here that things are about to get a lot easier for you, Cancers. But not before this Five of Wands, which we've already clarified, that difficult energy is to do with gossip, right? So move away from the gossip. Don't get dragged down into the gossip, because that's pretty much guaranteed to happen here. Okay, but you don't need to be involved with that, with the Six of Swords. Can you tell us more, Cancers? Yeah, the Eight of Swords. Now, that one did a bit of a spin. Okay, which tells me that your confusion is going to be very short-lived, or your confusion surrounding who it is that has been operating behind your back is going to be short-lived, right? Okay, strongest message for the week here is the Lovers. So there is unification or choices here that are being made. I feel like there are new choices being made when it comes down to who you consider is the person or people closest to you, right? There's also a lot of sexual energy here with this combination. Definitely. Like this combination here could be indicating, Cancers, that your love life, should we say, is gonna heat up this week. Okay, kind of indicates here as well that you and another person are not going to be able to keep your hands off each other in the best way possible, and you've got justice underneath that one as well. So you could be shacking up with a Libra, a Gemini, or a Sagittarius, okay? You don't have to, of course. That's just the stronger signs that are coming through here. They could just be coming from that energy as well. But this combination, I actually like this for you, Cancers, because it's an opportunity. Excuse the turn of phrase. I can't think of a better way to put it at the moment, but this seems to be like a very good way for you to blow off some steam this week, right? Okay, right, let's get you some healing messages. Can you have healing and guidance for Cancers, please? Oh. Okay, so when the world feels like it's coming crashing down around you, take that as an opportunity to find yourself and let go of who you thought you were. Not all storms come to destroy your life. Some come to clear your path. Decide that this crisis will be the turning point for what you have been waiting for. And the reason some people have walked away from you for no reason has nothing to do with you. They have been removed from your life because the universe is supposed to say because of where the universe is taking you next. They have already served their purpose in your life, so let them go and keep moving. Greater is coming, okay? So they didn't reject you, the universe escorted them out of your life, Cancers. Okay. Don't lose sight of this truth. You came here to evolve and grow, so it is necessary to experience the difficult times. That's when you will grow the most. There is always light at the end of the dark tunnel. Yeah. So obviously, Cancers, this is saying, look, everything that you have been through up until this moment, it's not been in vain, okay? There have been reasons behind certain difficult experiences. And it's saying as well that you do have a lot to look forward to, especially this week, Cancers. I feel like this is going to be a huge, huge turning point into your growth, your long-term ambitions also, okay? There's a huge turning point here for you financially as well. I mean, it looks like you've pretty much got it all covered here, Cancers. Right, so you've got it's divine timing, you silly fucker. Yeah, nobody can interfere with divine timing, right? It is what it is. Be cautious of anyone, Cancers, who promise you any sort of shortcuts, because again, there are no such thing as shortcuts when it comes down to divine timing, right? Do it one fucking step at a time, so there's no rush. Take your time and enjoy the process. See the bigger fucking picture before taking action, right? So that's a reminder that someone needs to think things through before they take any kind of action. And now I feel, Cancers, that message is actually aimed towards the person that is being currently escorted out of your life, okay? they never thought for a single second that consequences would apply to them. But I do feel that they're getting a bit of a shock, okay, because consequences apply to everyone. No one is immune from consequences, either good or bad, right? Nobody's immune. So yeah, I do feel like they are about to learn that the hard way, because they didn't put any forethought into what they were doing. Now, obviously, they've been working behind your back, they've been sabotaging you, they're sat in the next. They never thought for a single second that they would get caught, and they have been caught, right? And that's why they're being escorted out of your life. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is, right? But that is what I have for you guys today. I genuinely hope that that reading has been helpful. Of course, if it has been helpful, Cancers, then I definitely would appreciate a cheeky wee like on the video. Better yet, maybe consider subscribing to the channel as well. I would absolutely love to have you join us over on our fantastic community here on YouTube. It's completely free as well. My channel will never ever feature membership fees or anything like that, okay? It's always free to join our wonderful community. For personal readings with me, my website is phoenixkeiatarot.com. The link for that should be in my description box below. In fact, it's on your screen right now as well. But yeah, thank you so very, very much for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.